Hey guys, welcome to Man City Fan TV. This is Kiam, and this is episode 5 of the Man City career mode here on FIFA 20. So thank you very much for joining us. Really appreciate you taking the time to come over and watch this video. So let's just have a recap as to where we left off on episode 4. So we had 3 games on episode 4. Episode 4 started with a defeat against Everton. We lost 3-0 to Everton, so let's just forget about that one quickly and move on. We then played a Champions League game against Hoffenheim. We won that game 1-0. And then we played Wolves, and we beat Wolves by 2-1. So the episode didn't start too well, but we managed to recover it somewhat and end it with a couple of victories. So episode 5 today, we have got Crystal Palace coming up in the Premier League. We have Shakhtar Donetsk in the Champions League, and then we've got Aston Villa in the Premier League as well. So 3 winnable games, I would say. Let's see what we can do with these games. So let's just progress. There's a little bit of a gap, I think, between the fixtures, so we're just going to simulate, get through to the next run of games. I think it was an actual international week, probably why there's a gap there. But here we go, Crystal Palace away. Obviously City won this game in real life. I think we won the game 2-0, if memory serves me right. It was 2-0, it wasn't that long ago. So let's see if Kiam can do the same. And let's play in the, we'll play in the rhubarb and custard kit. Crystal Palace in the home kit. Now Crystal Palace are always our bogey team, so I'm not going to take any chances. We're going to go with the full team there. Let's just change. Angelino's in at left back. Let's put Mendy back in at left back. Where is he? Oh, I sold Mendy. Sorry, I sold Mendy. I'm looking for Mendy. I got rid of Mendy, didn't I? Schoolboy error that. Schoolboy error. Sorry, Benjamin Mendy, if you're watching Man City Fan TV. I got rid of you. Probably shouldn't have done it. My mistake. So we've got Angelino at left back, and we're going to play the game. Mbappe's on the bench. He can't get into City's starting 11 at the moment. Mbappe's on the bench, but he will be getting some games. Don't worry. And Riyad Mahrez as well will get an opportunity. I've just been trying to stick to the regular formation just to try and steady the ship, because some of the results were a little bit mixed. And I think when you start getting a few bumpy results in FIFA, you just need to go back to basics and go back to what you know. So so here we go then. So it's Crystal Palace, Manchester City away at Crystal Palace. This is the first game on this episode 5. Hit the like button, guys. Hit subscribe. Hit the bell notification. If you hit the bell notification, you're going to get all of the Man City Fan TV content when it comes out. You'll be the first to know. You'll get all of this FIFA content, plus all of the regular content, you know, the fan cams after matches. You're going to get all of the live vlogs with Andy and Martin. Lots and lots of content on Man City Fan TV. So do hit subscribe, guys. We just recently hit the 10,000 mark for subscribers. So thank you all for helping us get there. We really do appreciate it. And this FIFA series is just one element of the channel. So let's get into this game then. It's Crystal Palace, and I do not like the kits. There's a lot of shadow on the pitch. A lot of excuses are coming out. Quick, get the excuses out. Shadows on the pitch. Rhubarb and custard kits. So the excuses are out. Let's see what we can do. This is going to be difficult. And here we go. This is Bernardo Silva. Angelino at left back today. Fernandinho in his holding role. So we've got Fernandinho in the holding role. I think Laporte and Stones are our centre-backs today. Here's Bernardo. Nice bit of interplay there. Good ball in. Oh, Aguero. Couldn't quite get it out of his feet, but there was an opportunity there. If Aguero could have just sought his feet out, he would have had a shot. De Bruyne tracking back. Nice play by De Bruyne then. He was tracking back on that one. Here's De Bruyne. Great ball through, is it? Oh, Sterling was away. Sterling made a fantastic run. De Bruyne had the vision, just couldn't get enough power on it. And I get the feeling here that we need to, we need to score first, because this is going to be a tough game. Here comes De Bruyne. Great ball wide. Raheem Sterling's on a break now down the right hand side. Can he cut inside? He's got men in the middle. That's a great ball. De Bruyne fires the shot, and the Crystal Palace player manages to get a block on it. It's a corner to City. 18 minutes into this first game on episode 5. I want to try and get off to a winning start. I think both of the last couple of episodes, we started with a defeat. We got stronger as the episode went on, but I've got to start winning. If we want to win the title and win some trophies, I can't start off episodes sloppily. Uh-oh, we're under pressure again. Uh-oh, can he get the header? Great clearance there by John Stones. Oh, Sterling there should have gave him a little bit more of an angle to play with, but he didn't. Laporte into De Bruyne. Here comes De Bruyne now on the break. Turns the play into Bernardo. Bubblegum Silva. Plays it inside to Aguero. Great ball back to Bernardo. Oh, he wasn't quite enough on it. But Crystal Palace, they're not holding back. They're breaking on us. And they're through here. This is a good run. And a Palace player, and he's in. Oh, what a save, Ederson. What a save. Oh, I've kicked the ball straight back to him. This is not good defending at the moment. This is Keystone defending. Keystone cops. Kyle Walker on the right hand side. So I think we really do need to get a goal, because we can't rely on this defence at the moment. He's in the middle. Aguero. Oh, Aguero nearly scored. Great ball in by Raheem Sterling. Pulled it back. It was on a plate for Sergio. You expected the net to ripple, but somehow the goalkeeper managed to save that. So 2 fantastic saves at either end, really. And that was pretty much like the game in real life, because I think Ederson and Hennessy were both fantastic, weren't they, in that match? So goalkeepers on top at the moment. 40 minutes into this game at Selhurst Park. City versus Crystal Palace on this FIFA career mode. Aguero, can he play it through? He does. De Bruyne, oh, too hard. But we got a free kick. I think we might have a free kick. Nice. That'll do me. Well, I don't know why I'm celebrating, because free kicks, anyone will know, free kicks on FIFA are not that easy, but we're going to give one a bash. So De Bruyne, let's try and get it as far into that corner as we can without the thing moving around. So that's pretty accurate. Nice. Oh, it's at the top of the wall. So the accuracy was right. I don't know if I had the speed right, and I'm not quite sure as well that stick to give it the dip, the right stick that you have to sort of dip it. I'm not quite sure how you do that. Someone let me know in the comments. Give me a little bit of advice. If you're any good on free kicks on FIFA, let me know what I should be doing, because I'm pretty rubbish on them, to be honest. And a header there straight into the Palace keeper's hands. Hennessy's got it. He's going to clear it, and I think we're near enough at half-time. And there we go, the half-time whistle. So it's a very tight game in this first match on episode 5. 0-0. The Selhurst Park faithful are quite satisfied with that. I think the City fans will be pretty nervy if it was 0-0 at half-time. We'd be expecting to be ahead by now. We were ahead in real life, so Kiam isn't doing as well as Pep at the moment. So let's get this second half going. Here's De Bruyne into Kyle Walker. Is it back to De Bruyne? Oh, lingering on the ball too long then. Way too long on the ball. Oh, and this player here, what's he doing? Is it Ayew? Oh, he's played a good ball in. Oh, my days. Ayew there, and Ederson somehow got a foot to it. Really sloppy play in the middle. He travelled way too far with that ball. Oh, no, it's a volley. Oh, And the man on the near post then, I'm not sure who it was, but he should have cleared. Was that Fernandinho there? Or Sterling, I think, on the near post? I think it was Raheem, actually, yeah. Raheem Sterling, very poor header. Nearly set the Palace player up for a goal. And we're struggling on these set pieces. It's pretty bitty at the moment, and there's another ball in. Ederson saved it and thrown it out very quickly there. A bit too quickly. Just need to get a bit of composure here. We're panicking a little. Leroy Sané's out wide. This might be a better attacking option for us. Get Leroy in down the left-hand side. Leroy cuts inside. This is a ball in. Bernardo, it's 1-0 to City. Great bit of play, and it came through Leroy Sané. Down that left-hand side. Fantastic run. Cut back inside. Look at this. Bit of composure. Saw Bernardo's run. He took a touch and just placed it past the Crystal Palace goalkeeper. 1-0 to City. And to be honest, I mean, I wouldn't say we deserve it. Palace have had the chances, but we've managed to get a goal. It's a difficult away game. 60 minutes on the clock. I will take that. So here we go. Let's see if we can hold on to this lead or even try and add another goal. I think we might be wise just keeping our shape for now and then. Oh, that's not good play. I mean, that was a foul. Surely that was a foul. It was all over the back of me. Great defending there by Laporte, but then the pass was shocking. So it's just this little bit of sort of interplay around the edge of the box. We're just panicking a bit. But to be honest, I'm putting it down to the shadows on the pitch because I can't. Oh, Stones, there's nobody there. I'm struggling to see the players with the shadows, so I'm just going to put my panicky passing down to that. But here's De Bruyne. Through ball. Is he in? Oh, I thought Bernardo was in again then. And Crystal Palace are away. One ball there has taken out most of the team. Luckily, they've gone backwards. And that's a good ball wide. Got to get some men in the box to defend this one out. Great defending there by John Stones. It's a throw-in to Crystal Palace. 73 minutes on the clock. They're pushing. They want to get an equaliser. We've got to try and hang on to this. This will be a great away win if we can get the 3 points. Well played at the back. So far the back four has been pretty solid. The passing hasn't been great. I mean, Fernandinho this time with a sloppy pass. Kyle Walker. De Bruyne. And I think what we need to do now is let's get Mbappe on. We've got Mbappe in the City squad. Let's use him. We can't have him sat on the bench. Phil Foden as well. Let's bring on Phil Foden for Bernardo.
And now with Angelino. Bernardo Silva. De Bruyne.
Oh, here we go. De Bruyne plays the ball wide. Walker back to De Bruyne. Fernandinho. Nice ball through. Oh, he's nearly got the shot off there. Bernardo Silva, I think. 82 minutes on the clock. This could be a dangerous break for Crystal Palace. He needs someone to stay back here. Great tackle by Walker. Sané. Now Sané could have some space down this left-hand side. Sané getting in down the left. Plays it into De Bruyne, fires a shot. It's off the Palace player and it's broken down again. They're on the break. And that's a good bit of play in the middle there. De Bruyne, just keep up. We can't keep hold of the ball. The Palace players are really hassling. Well done, De Bruyne. He's won it back. Let's keep the ball. Let's see this one out. We're hanging on a bit at the end. Fernandinho in the middle, and there we go. 1-0. So it wasn't a classic match by any stretch of the imagination. We really had to grind out a result there, but it's 3 points to City. Kiam's a happy man. He takes the 3 points at Crystal Palace, just as Pep did in real life. And hopefully we can start more episodes like that. We want to start with a win, don't we? We don't want to be losing games at the start of the episode. So it's 3 points on the board. Let's get to the press conference. You managed a close match with a decisive goal in the second half. What do you think made the difference in today's game? I don't know. I'm not interested. We're going to focus on our next match. Do you think Crystal Palace played well considering the scoreline was so tight? I don't know. We were very bad. Yes, they did. Let's give Crystal Palace some credit. Bender was one of the best players on the opposition today. We can learn. Let's learn from him, shall we? We can learn from him, Bender. There we go. So that's the press conference done. So the second game then on this episode 5 is a Champions League game. So let's just review the Champions League group. This is the current standings at the moment in the Champions League. So you can see there we're in third position. We started the group with a defeat, but we managed to pick up a victory in our last game. So we really do need to win against Shakhtar. They are top of the group at the moment. So we need to get a win and get back on track if we're going to qualify through the Champions League group. Okay, so let's move on to the game then. Shakhtar Donetsk in the Champions League. Shall we attend the Champions League press conference? We should do. We need to keep the media happy, don't we? I think it's a big thing in FIFA 20. If you keep the media happy, keep your players happy, the confidence goes up, the team plays better. So I can't ignore the press conferences, even though I'd like to. I'm sure Pep would as well. So will we see more of Cancelo? Well, rotation is key. Stop asking me stupid questions. This is the media and their little barbed questions. We know who you are, media guys. Can your team make it to the knockout stages? Well, of course we can. We're in the competition. Stupid questions. Won't be easy. It never is. Is the fact that the last match was so close with just 1 goal difference affect the squad setup in any way? The necessary changes will be made. Stupid questions, complete waste of time. I know how Pep feels when they ask you these questions. Absolute nonsense. And I don't know why it gives us the Man City. Oh, there's the 125-year anniversary kit. Oh, we won't be playing in that one in the Champions League. So we're going to go in our home kit. Shakhtar can stay in their orange kit. Now, do we make any changes? I'm going to rest Raheem. Let's play Mbappe. We've got to give Mbappe a game, haven't we? Riyad Mahrez. I'll bring Riyad Mahrez on in this game. Bernardo Silva. I'm going to rest Bernardo. I'm going to bring in David. Fernandinho. We'll leave Fernandinho in place, I think. No, we won't. We'll bring Rodri in. Let's give Rodri a go. Apart from that, we'll keep it the same. Let's keep the team like that. And here we go. So it's a Champions League game. It's the second game on this episode 5. Great start to the episode, beating Crystal Palace there in the Premier League. I'm happy with that. Let's see if we can pick up a second win. And to be honest, we can't really afford to drop many more points in the Champions League. We've already had a defeat, so we need to win this game. This is a game we need to win. We want to progress in the Champions League. If you guys watch FIFA 19 career mode that I did on the channel, you'll remember I got to the Champions League final and I lost to, drum roll, of course, I lost to Liverpool. So a bit gutted about that. Bit gutted that I lost to Liverpool in the Champions League final. I felt like I let everybody down on Man City Fan TV, so I want to try and correct it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it this season, I must admit. I feel like I'm still a long way off being a good FIFA 20 player. But I don't want to make excuses. I'm in here, I'm fighting, I'm going to try and win it. Going to put everything into it. Let's be honest, I've got the squad. I've added Mbappe to that squad as well, so we've got the firepower. We should be competing. Can't make any excuses. It's a good ball wide. Here's Angelino. Plays it to Sané. Great ball through. Oh, Bernardo there. No, sorry, it was David. I think it was David. Bernardo's not on. David Silva with a great little run. So there's the group as it stands. So we have got some work to do. We're in third at the moment. It's a good tackle. And the Shakhtar player just wanted it a bit more there. We've got to get the ball. Win the header, win the header. Is that a corner? It's a corner. So we're going to have to deal with some early pressure away from home in the Champions League. It's going to be a tough game. Great header out there, Leroy Sané. Sergio, go and close the defender down. That's a bit too much space. Oh, I didn't like that. There's too much space there. Blimey, we were lucky he was offside because far too much space. The defence just disappeared. That's something I'm noticing on FIFA 20, that it's really difficult to defend. And it doesn't feel like it's anything related to the game in terms of its, controls. It's not hard to defend. If you're one-on-one with someone, you can just make the tackle. But I find that sometimes the game just takes your defenders away. Great ball in. And there we go, 1-0. Sergio Aguero, cut inside. David Silva, El Mago, brought him in for this Champions League game. And he doesn't let us down, does he? Scores a goal, 1-0 to City. Fantastic. And the away fans there in the Champions League, they've made the journey to the Ukraine. And David Silva doesn't disappoint. Through the legs of the defender. 1-0 to City. I'll take that. Fantastic goal. Look at that. Through your legs, mate. Have a bit of that on your toast. Kiam celebrates. 1-0 in the Champions League. 1-0 on this second game on episode 5. Hit the like button, guys. Hit subscribe. Remember, hit the bell notification as well. And do let me know if you've got any suggestions for the FIFA Career Mode series. If you've got any players that you want me to sign, anyone you think that would improve the City squad. Let me know if you think I should be getting rid of any of the players in the squad as well. Let me know, because we can do that. Kiam's not afraid to make the changes. He's ruthless. If someone needs to be chopped, you see Benjamin Mendy's already gone. And there's Raheem. Raheem, oh! And it wasn't Raheem, because he's not playing. It was Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe. He was rapid then. I just assumed it was Raheem because of the pace. Well, that was Kylian Mbappe. Absolutely put the afterburners on there and left the defender for dead. Should have scored. Here's Laporte. De Bruyne covering at the back. Nice play. Here's Mbappe. And can you imagine that link up? Mbappe there and Kevin De Bruyne. Imagine De Bruyne putting the ball through for Mbappe. That would be ridiculous. Unfortunately, I don't think we'll ever see Mbappe at Manchester City. I think the biggest of the big names are only ever going to go to the cartel clubs. And the reason is just advertising and, the usual backhand deals that go on behind the scenes. Plus, I think if City do sign someone like that, the backlash that they would get, the cartel would close ranks, would, it'd all be about human rights. There we go. De Bruyne's in. 2-0. Great little inside ball. 2-0. Yeah, if we sign a big name, then, you think the hatred towards our club is bad now in the media. It will go off the scale. So I think we're best off avoiding it and just building a team, to be honest. Great little ball in. Aguero plays it through to De Bruyne. Cuts inside. Bang, past the keeper. 2-0 to City. Cruising in Shakhtar. And that's not even a place, Shakhtar. The place is called Donetsk. And comfortable so far in the Champions League. 39 minutes on the clock. This will be the second win in the group after starting the group with a loss. Here's David Silva. Plays it into Rodri. De Bruyne's going through again. De Bruyne. Oh, De Bruyne there nearly getting his second goal. Great run. I mean, the timing of the runs there. And the finish, not too bad. I mean, it hit the defender's leg, so it's going to be a corner. Ball comes in, free header, and there we go. Is that John Stones? It could be Johnny Stones with the header. Great corner in. John Stones was clearing the box. It is Johnny Stones. Game of Stones. It's a goal. Have a bit of that. 3-0 to City. It's not even half time. And it looks like the 3 points are sewn up in the Champions League. Fantastic bullet header. I'm happy with that. And what I would give to see John Stones playing at his full potential in real life. I mean, that lad has got so much ability. I remember a few years ago he played for Everton at the Etihad. And honestly, he was the best player on the pitch by a million miles. He was a fantastic player. His defending was superb. And I just think his confidence has dipped. I really do. I think, obviously, the pressure of joining a bigger club with more expectation, I think it probably does take its toll on a player. But what I would give to see him play to his full potential, because I really do like the lad, but I don't know. I just don't think, sadly, I don't think he's got it in him to become the best of the best. And it wouldn't surprise me if we don't move John Stones on, especially if Pep stays. I don't think Pep's his biggest fan. Here comes Sané, crosses it in. Here comes Aguero. Oh, back out to De Bruyne, edge of the box. Oh, De Bruyne just left his man, curls the shot. Oh, curls the shot there. Great bit of bend on it. Look at that, curls the ball around. It was heading towards that bottom corner, nearly. Kiam thought he was in there in his little chinos. Thought it was a fourth goal. Let's make a change actually, nice and early. I think we're going to take Leroy Sané off. We're going to bring on the Algerian legend, Riyad Mahrez. He's going to get a game. And yeah, that'll do for now. So Riyad Mahrez is coming on. Give Leroy a bit of a break. Sané's played quite a few games back to back. And we'll see what the Algerian king can do. All the Algerian fanboys are always calling for Mahrez. You know, he's playing at the moment on quite a regular basis for City in real life. And I think he's been performing reasonably well. I wouldn't say I'm super impressed with him. And, you know, I wouldn't have him on the same sort of level as a Bernardo or a KDB, because he's not performing at that level, but the lad is performing. So give him time. And here he is now, Riyad Mahrez. Look at that. Oh, great run by Mahrez. Straight away he was down the line. Ooh, and he wins a corner. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Something doesn't quite add up with Mahrez. I cannot put my finger on it. Great header, Laporte. It's another one. It's another goal from a corner. Manchester City are deadly from corners today, the centre backs. This time it's Laporte. Stone scored one earlier on. Laporte adds another bullet header to the collection, and it's 4-0 to City away at Shakhtar Donetsk. So this career mode is really starting to heat up now. We're starting to find a little bit of form. The centre backs are getting involved as well. Happy days, happy days. Yeah, no, going back to Mahrez, I really want Mahrez to succeed. I'm not one of these guys who wants to hate on him. Nothing would please me and fellow City fans who've doubted Mahrez. Nothing would please us more than the guy just banging in goals left, right and centre and dominating games. But I find that he just doesn't dominate the games. You know, for a player that cost 60 million, I think he's our record signing, Riyad Mahrez, and you'd expect a record signing at a club like Manchester City to just dominate everything he touches on the pitch. And yeah, I don't think he does that. I think he drifts in and out. And until he gets that out of the game, unfortunately, it won't work. Oh, Bernardo. Oh no, it's not Bernardo. He's not on the pitch. It was David Silva. I really do have to remember the lineups that I pick. Here comes Mahrez now. Nice little step over from Mahrez. Plays it back to KDB. And again, Mbappe, oh, Kylian Mbappe there. Nearly on the score sheet. Took a bit too long with the shot, actually. Well, it wasn't the shot, it was the pass. I actually tried to play the first time pass into his path so he could get the shot off, and took a little bit too long. Here comes the corner. De Bruyne, is it going to be another header? No, this time they've managed to stop it. Laporte, though, might get a shot. He might not get a header. Oh, he fired a shot. And it's gone for a corner, so everyone's getting in on the act here. Here comes De Bruyne. Oh, it's John Stones. Oh, and Rodri was lurking there in front of the keeper. Rodri nearly got his name on the score sheet. So you've got to say this is a really impressive performance away from home in the Champions League. In a group that we started off struggling in. We really are coming into our own now. Aguero tried to feed it back to De Bruyne. De Bruyne was probably offside, to be honest. So 79 minutes on the clock. Shakhtar trying to rescue a little bit of pride. Let's try and keep a clean sheet. I want to keep a clean sheet. I want to build the confidence of the defence. Because I think every goal you concede, it adds to that doubt, doesn't it? That doubt in the confidence on FIFA. So I just don't want to concede many goals. Rodri's going to play the ball wide to Angelino. Plays it down to Riyad Mahrez. Comes Riyad Mahrez. Plays it inside. David Silva to Aguero. Back heel, is it? No. Oh, I was going to try a back heel from Aguero. He slid in. And the keeper managed to save it. Really thought that was going to be the goal. Rodri into David Silva. Back heel. David Silva for the chip. Oh, went for the little cheeky chip. Didn't quite work. Thought the keeper was coming out. So I was going to just lift it over him, but the keeper didn't really move, so it looked a bit daft. De Bruyne with a long shot. Oh, De Bruyne fires one over. And this is just one-way traffic. I mean, someone called the police because I think Shakhtar are in need of some assistance. They have not got out of their half. They're absolutely pinned back. 4-0 in the Champions League. And that's going to go out of play as well. And we're into injury time then. So this is going to be another victory on the second game on this episode 5 on this FIFA career mode on Man City Fan TV. So I am very, very happy with this episode so far. And there we go. So a 4-0 win in the Champions League. Absolutely cruised it. The City fans there travelled to the Ukraine celebrating. Really happy with that. And we go on. So let's move onwards and onwards, as they say. So 4-0. Post-match interview. Should we do the interview? We should do, shouldn't we? Let's respond to the media. The media want to ask us questions. We don't avoid them, even though we want to avoid them, because they always ask barbed questions to City managers, let's be honest.
Just a few questions.
Why didn't we get to see Cancelo? I found that on FIFA. They seem to obsess about one particular player. Why ask me this? I'm not going to say that because it'll ruin his confidence. I'm going to say competition is good. Shakhtar Donetsk was considered an underdog coming. Yes, it was a great match. Quite a resounding victory, 4-0. Are you pleased with the... Well, if you win 4-0, you're going to be pleased. But I'm going to say we can do even better because we can. We can do even better.
Thank you.
Now get me out of this media press conference. Let's get back to our Premier League. Forget your Champions League, corrupt cartel cup. Let's get into the Premier League. Almost as corrupt, but not quite. So we're playing Aston Villa in the third game then on this episode. It's a Premier League game. We're at home. It's City in the home kit, Villa in their green kit. Remember, we won this game by 3-0 in real life. So let's stick with the regular team. Probably should have made some changes, but I just want to build up some momentum, some team, get that regular team set so they're familiar with each other, and then I'll start introducing a few changes. I think I'll bring Mahrez on again, and maybe even Gabby Jesus in this match at some point. So here we go. We're at the Etihad Stadium, Manchester City versus Aston Villa on this third game, episode 5, Man City Fan TV FIFA career mode with Kiam. There's the blue boys coming out. Magnificent sight, the Etihad full. And there we go. Let's get this one underway. Look at that. What a magnificent stadium. We're so lucky to have the Etihad and the facilities that we watch football in. Look at that. Absolutely amazing. And let's get this game underway. So Aguero's going to kick it off into De Bruyne. Over to John Stones. Here's Kyle Walker down the right. Plays it back to De Bruyne. Great ball inside to Bernardo Silva. Oh, De Bruyne there a little bit too far behind. And Leroy Sané. And Sané could get a shot off here. He does. Oh, Leroy Sané got it onto his left foot. You knew what was coming when he gets it onto that left foot. Fired the shot in. And the Aston Villa goalkeeper manages to save it. Tips it around. So a corner to City. So straight on the front foot here. No messing around. 5 minutes in. The Aston Villa fans, they know they're in for a long afternoon. Let's be honest. And there's the league table at the moment. Chelsea, Everton, City, Southampton. So a bit of an odd-looking table. I think they have fixed it now, though. I think the Premier League table has been fixed. Or the little glitch that they had in FIFA. So the tables will be more realistic again, where the regular teams appear at the top. And here we go, Bernardo Silva cuts inside. No, he doesn't. Great defending there. Was that Tyrone Mings? I think, was it Mings? I think it was. Mings is Villa's centre-back, if I'm not mistaken. And I really like Mings. I don't know what it is. He's just a big beast of a guy, isn't he? And can really defend. Here's Sergio. Oh, Sergio there nearly turned his man. So at the moment, the Villa are just getting a footing. That's a great ball. Nearly Bernardo there. Just moved into the gap. Great ball to Aguero. Aguero's away. You know what's happening here, guys. Is he going to score? No, he's not. Oh, no. Oh. Overconfidence there. Aguero was free. I was wondering, do I score with Aguero? Do I just tap it to De Bruyne? And I thought, you know, I'll give De Bruyne a goal. Let's not be unselfish. And Aguero played a shocking pass straight at the defender, and the chance went. So really should have gone 1-0 up there. 20 minutes on the clock. We should have been taking a lead. Let's hope we don't regret that one. That's a great back heel. And there's a ball wide. There's Raheem Sterling. Can he go back into the middle? There's a man free. Little chip. Oh, he went for the chip, and he shouldn't have gone for the chip. I should have gone for the finish. Bernardo. And we're being a little bit too cocky in this game, considering it's only 0-0. Being way too cocky. Need to take some of these chances, because they might come back and haunt us. They really might come back and haunt us. So. Yeah, Aston Villa now with a corner. So you see these chances that we just let go by, they might come back. Go on, Walker, use your speed. Oh, Walker there, nearly. Oh, we've got to defend this one. It's a bit scrappy at the back. Don't know what's happened there. Is he offside? Yeah, he's offside. So half an hour gone on this third game on episode 5. No score in this Premier League game against Aston Villa. There should have been a score. We've had plenty of opportunities. Inside, here comes Aguero. Aguero's made the run. No. Try De Bruyne there. Should have gone back to Aguero. He tried to play it back to Sterling instead. And the Sterling pass was never on, really. Here comes Sterling. Plays it into Bernardo. Sané. Back to Aguero. Offside. So there was an offside. I think Leroy was just offside. Let's have a look. I mean, that's a tight one. That's a tight one. He was off, but it was very tight indeed. So I think the Etihad by this point in real life would be getting a little bit edgy, wouldn't they? If it was still 0-0 and we missed that many opportunities, they would. And I think, to be honest, when we played Villa, it was 0-0 in the first half, if I'm not mistaken. And the Etihad was a little bit edgy. It wasn't the greatest first half, but then we came out and beat them 3-0. So let's hope we can do something similar, because at the moment we're going to be dropping points. Comes Fernandinho into Aguero. That's a poor pass by Aguero. Aguero should have hit a better ball than that then. And Villa are on the break. And this is what I've noticed on FIFA 20 as well. I really don't like, really winds me up actually. That just before half time, it was the same on FIFA 19, but it's worse on FIFA 20. Just before half time, it always seems to make your opponent get better. And I concede so many goals between 40 minutes and 45, it's untrue. So it's 0-0 at half time. We've got some work to do. Now, do I make a change? I might actually, I'm going to take Aguero. I'm going to give Aguero a rest because he felt like he was absolutely knackered there in that first half. I'm going to also, I'm going to bring Mahrez and Jesus on. I'm going to give Aguero and Sané a rest just to freshen it up. So early in the game to make changes, but Pep's bold. Sané and Aguero both missed chances. They've mislaid a few passes. They're looking tired. They played in the Champions League, so we can make early changes. Here comes Riyad Mahrez. Oh, and Gabi Jesus there would have been away. Just needed to get a yard ahead, and he would have been gone. So the Villa boys are still fighting though here, and they're in a dangerous position here. Great defending. John Stones is solid as anything on FIFA. And notice I said on FIFA.
Just a little nudge to nudge you in the direction of what's coming up on
Laporte, Bernardo, Angelino. So we're just knocking it around. We just need to get some passing. Let's not panic. We haven't got the lead yet, but we just need to keep playing our football. Here we go. The chance will come. Bernardo Silva fires the shot off. I thought that was it then. I really did think that was it. And Laporte's out of position, but Fernandinho sweeps up. Dwelling on the ball there, Bernardo. And Villa, they're not giving in. They're still in the game. Gabi Jesus has made a good run. Great run by Gabi Jesus there. Great ball in. That could be it. It's 1-0. Great ball. Gabi Jesus with the run. Made the run into the channel. Pulled the ball back. Bernardo Silva was coming in on it. Bubblegum gets the goal. And look at that. He dives into the City fans to celebrate. And just as the game was getting a little bit tense, the Etihad was getting a bit frustrated. A moment of magic from Gabi Jesus. And lays it off to that man Bernardo Silva. You know what he's going to do. Absolutely fantastic. And Bubblegum gets the goal. Jumps into the crowd. And that's 1-0 to City. So here we go. We could be on track here, guys, for 3 wins out of 3 on this episode 5, which would be absolutely amazing. I really hope we can get 3 wins out of 3. We've not had that for a while. Aston Villa playing the pass. Oh, he's a strong lad, the lad up front. I think it's Wesley. He really is a strong lad. I've got a mark here. I've not marked. Oy. And Villa putting the pressure on. They're not giving away these 3 points easily. Oh, he's skinned him a bit. Good defending there. And here comes De Bruyne. So De Bruyne's on the break now. Look at this. De Bruyne's got the power. Has he got the energy? Probably not. He's played about 20 games back to back. And in fact, I'm going to take De Bruyne off because that run then, the poor lad, he never stops, does he? Let's bring on Phil. Young Phil Foden can come on. Bit of energy into the midfield, bit of freshness. De Bruyne is absolutely knackered. I can feel it in his legs. The guy doesn't stop running. Great ball wide there. Through ball to Angelino. Now we've got a bit of an attack on Angelino. Could he get a shot off? He can. Comes to Gabby Jesus. Oh, the deflected ball there. Dropped to Gabby Jesus. Tried to turn on it. It was a great turn on the ball there by Jesus. Fires the shot and the Villa keeper makes a great save. Tips it wide of the post. Cross comes in. Laporte. And it's like ping pong on the edge of the Villa box. And this is what we don't want. We don't want a one-on-one situation, but Raheem's there. I don't know what that was. The Villa player there turned into a rugby player and just booted it up in the air, so that'll do. And we've got 10 minutes left on this third game. We need these Premier League points. We really do. We're 1-0 up. Let's see if we can add another goal to it. Riyad Mahrez is free. Great ball in. Oh, Gabby Jesus there tried to hold it up, but he couldn't do so. Angelino. Fernandinho. Great ball in. Oh, nice take by David. Oh, and David Silva there. It looked like it wasn't David Silva. Bernardo Silva. It looked like, let's get it right, it was Foden. It was none of them. I can name every player in the squad. It was actually Foden. Took the ball, but didn't take it away from his man. He should have just angled his body really and took it away. And Villa have pushed us right to the wire in this game. So it was 3-0 in real life. I'm only struggling here with a 1-0 at the moment, but you know, I'll take that. 3 points to 3 points if we can hold on. Into Raheem. Comes Phil Foden. Plays it back to Raheem Sterling. One last attack maybe. Raheem. No, the defender's done well. And that's it. And that's it. The referee's blown the whistle. It wasn't a vintage City performance, but we grafted and we won 1-0 against Aston Villa. So that is a fantastic, fantastic episode. We've managed to get 3 wins out of 3. We beat Crystal Palace away. We beat Shakhtar Donetsk in the Champions League. And we also beat Aston Villa there at the end. So 3 out of 3. Can't complain at that. Let's take a look at the standings, shall we? Let's go back to the Premier League so we can see where we're up to. So the Premier League standings, we are in second place. Chelsea are on top. They've got a game in hand over us. So Chelsea on 22 points. We're on 21. Everton are in third on 20. Arsenal are in fourth on 19 points. So we've got some work to do. We're not leading in the Premier League, but we are doing quite well. And obviously we've managed to pick up a second win in the Champions League. So we're in a pretty comfortable spot now in the Champions League group. So let's just take a look at the calendar and see what we've got coming up on episode 6. So on episode 6, we've got the Carabao Cup game against Peterborough. We've got Southampton in the Premier League, and then we'll have Shakhtar Donetsk again in the Champions League. So guys, do hit the like button, hit subscribe, hit the bell notification. I thank you all for watching this Manchester City career mode here on Man City Fan TV. Please join us for the next episode. I hope you enjoyed this one, guys. Take care and all the very best.